It's Jennifer. I am back at Michael's. Today we're going to take a look at their Mischief and Magic collection. And yeah, let's just jump right in. Let's just address the giant skeleton in the room to start off. We have these two here. They have them marked as wall decor. $30. We got the boy and the girl. He's got his like bluish teal bow tie and coordinating stitching on him. And the bones are connected by string, and then the girl here has a little flower detail in the hair, the eyelashes, and the pink stitching and the pink string on them. It does measure out, let's see, 51.5 inches long by 10.2 across. So 51.5 inches, that's about 5 feet long plus a little bit. So those are really, really cute. This wreath is actually really cute. I love the ghosties on there. It's gonna be $70, and they even have the little topper here for the ornament holder. I think that's kind of funny that they left that on, but they did. And what I like about their wreaths is they always stick in some tinsel garland here between the ornaments, so it looks full and you don't see the spaces in between. I just love that extra attention to detail. So anyway, yeah, love that. Okay, they also have this wall decor piece here. It is a Halloween countdown. It's pricey. It's $50, you guys, $50. It'll be 18 inches by 39.5. That is what it's going to look like. These are little, I gotta set this down here really quick. These are little pockets, so you could put some little goodies in there, little Halloween candy, notes, or anything like that, tricks or treats, whatever you wanted to do. The pockets are numbered 1 to 31. So yeah, total countdown on here. I kind of love that idea. I'm not a super fan of the pastels for my own personal decorating for Halloween, but I love the concept of it, and it would be really cool if they had something like this in the vintage collection that I know we are all dying to see. So yeah, they have this here. Now I kind of love this little wall shelf. So we have it in pink, that teal color, and black. They're gonna be $40. This one has almost a gray front on it here and here, but then the shelves itself and the sides are going to be black. I think that is really cool with that spider web detail. And if by chance your store is out of the black ones, if you're like me and you like to do more of the traditional black, white, and orange coloring for decorating, you can always paint these as well. You can hand paint them, you can spray paint them, any color you want to. So I think that's just a really cool piece, and honestly a year-round piece in my book. I think those are really cool. All right, last year when they brought out the disco ghosts in the all silver, I know so many people just loved those. So this year they brought them back, but in these rainbow colors. It's kind of a unique twist on it. Not really my jam, but you know, somebody out there might absolutely love this, and I am super happy for you that you have this option. So we got two different sizes here. As you can tell, the smaller ones are going to be $130, and the large one is going to be $150. So this smaller one that's $130 is 2.5 feet tall, and the taller one is marked as 3 feet tall. I'm going to be honest with you, no one says it's 2.5 feet tall, but I would think it's 3 feet tall. And this one's marked as 3 feet tall, but I would say it's more like 4 feet tall. My kitchen table is 3 feet wide. It's probably about as wide as that one. Definitely smaller width than this. This is wider than my kitchen table. So yeah, I didn't bring a tape measure with me today either. Dang it. Don't know what to tell you. I'm not trusting the measurements on the stickers. That's what I can say about that. Okay, this is super fun. It's like a pillow. It's going to be $30, and it says it is 6.5 by 13 inches tall. So we got spooky juice there. So kind of in the shape of a milk carton or a juice carton. You got the ghosties there, and then the same on the other two sides. So that is kind of unique and novel, kind of fun. They also have one of these kind of book style pillows here, $35. Moonchild does Velcro closed, and on the inside you have the sparkly, glittery, dancing skeleton girl. And the back of the pillow is just going to be black. Another pillow here, I think this one is going to be really popular, is this little ghosty. This is going to be $30, 17 by 18 inches on the ghost. I think that is really cute. It's super soft, kind of a Sherpa feel to it. And it is just, you know, white on the back like that. And that nice bright white. The eyes, if you can see, they're kind of glittery and have a nice stitching around them. So unlike some of the pillows that we see at some of the less expensive stores that are like stickers, this does have a nice stitching around the eyes there, which is really cool. And then the black stitching to give the outline of the ghost all the way around. They have this really fun directional sign here. What did I say? It was $25 for this one. Trick or treat. And then you have the kind of sugar skull, Day of the Dead kind of skull on the top there with that teal color post in the background to match everything else. That's kind of fun. And another countdown here, this time with the wood blocks. Those are 2 wood blocks that will come out and have the different numbers on them. So it has the numbers and then days to Halloween. And that's going to be $20. They have these skulls here in the teal, orange, and white. These feel like a plaster, honestly. $30 for these. Is there measurements on here? No measurements, but they're kind of about the size of my hand, so I'm going to say they're about 6-7 inches tall. Okay, these do not scream Halloween to me at all, but they are kind of retro and kind of fun if that's your jam. So the sneakers are going to be $17. They have it in the orange or the teal. And then they have the roller skate in the pink, and it has actual shoelace on it in the light blue. That's going to be $27. These are all ceramic, by the way. So then we have some more pillows. This one's going to be $35. It's a 16 by 16. This is more like a cotton linen fabric. It does have the stitching between the squares there. Got some extra thread on it there. And then the back is just a pale pink. This one's going to be $30, and it's a 15-inch diameter. It says Moonlight Mischief. It does kind of flatten out on the side, and then it's all orange on the sides and the back. Moonlight Mischief. There are some throw blankets on this collection too. This one's a 50 by 60. It's kind of that Barefoot Dreams type of fabric, super buttery soft. $40 for this one. Just looks like it's a geometric print on here. So all of the blankets seem to be the same fabric, dimensions, and cost. So they're all that buttery kind of dupe of the Barefoot Dreams kind of fabric. $40 and 50 by 60. This one has the ghosties on it, but that looks like it might say Moonlight Mischief, similar to what the pillow says here. That might be the theme here. It's really hard to see on these blankets though. Another pillow here, $35, 16 by 16. Again, you have the little sugar skull there, and then you have these little dots, and the little dot is kind of that Sherpa material on it. Same as the white part of the skull on there. You're gonna have these little tassels in all 4 corners, and the back is gonna be a solid teal color. And this one does appear to have a removable cover on it as well, which is always nice. So of course I had to go back and see if this one also had a removable cover, and it does. But the round one and the ghost one and that one down there, they do not. There's also this tabletop piece here. It's like a candy bowl. It's going to be $30. Doesn't have dimensions on this one, but it's a nice large size inside there to add some fun Halloween candy. And that big opening, and I want to just turn this around for you so you can see all of the colors on the back and such. So that is really kind of fun and different. Very lightweight, definitely feels like it's made of paper mache. They also have this one here. It's going to be $40. Again, there's no measurements on it, but it's going to be about 2 hands tall on that. So maybe about 14 inches tall. And then you can see all of the colors all the way around. Sorry for the carts in the background. It's just kind of a busy day today in here. And honestly, from this line, the only thing I really wanted to see were these little nutcrackers. We have the cat here with the little ghost bucket there. How much are these going to be? These are going to be $15, 10 inches tall. So I'm guessing they're all about the same height. So we've got him. We'll have the little pom-poms around him. It does have that little working piece there. So it will move a little bit there. Next up is the witch piece with the teal and the hat. She has her little broomstick and the cat at the bottom. Again, she'll have the working piece on the back. She's got some nice silver hair. So he's also marked as 10 inches, but you can see he's a little bit taller than these other ones, just by a bit. You have the tombstone here, RIP, and the gold bolts on the side of his head. There's his working piece in the back. He's got a little fabric clothing on as well. He is really cute. Okay, I have to turn the corner a little bit to come to this side. I have this big staircase here in my way. So I've got a few more of these little nutcracker pieces. These two is kind of a little Day of the Dead couple. She's got her little fabric hat on here and felt with the floral pieces on top and her fabric skirt and the little doggy skeleton at the bottom. I kind of like the little pom-poms at the bottom of her skirt. I just love the extra detail that they put on some of these pieces here. So again, these are $15 each, no matter what the design is of these little nutcrackers. And then we have the gentleman here with his top hat. He has the black cape on him here and the staff with a little ghosty. No little animals or anything at his feet. And the one I was really interested is this one because it's the most traditional colors of all of them. Little staff there that says trick or treat, the felt witch hat on top, and the little pom-poms at the bottom of the jacket. Bat wings on the back, that's kind of cool. Didn't notice that detail before, so he is kind of cool. Let me know, do you like any of these nutcracker pieces here? And if so, which ones are you interested in, if any? Okay, then we have some other pieces here that, again, I'm not getting a Halloween vibe off of them at all, but they are, I don't know, kind of retro, kind of summery, depending. So this little phone here has a plastic cord on it. This is kind of a resin piece, I guess. $17 for that one. It is small. You can see my whole hand can kind of cover it here. So I thought when I saw this originally on the website, it was going to be a lot bigger, but it's not. It is definitely on the smaller side. And then they have the popsicles. I know for Summerween, the popsicles and the ice cream cones and things were all super popular, but they had spooky element to them. They had a spooky face on it or some like spooky sprinkles or something like this. This is just summer to me, but you know, I guess if you put it with some Summerween kind of stuff, it could just add to the ambiance of the whole vibe. $17 for those. And then these thumbs up here, they're ceramic. You got the pink and the teal. $17 for these as well. And thumbs up is definitely something you want to do for this video. So if you haven't yet, please give it a thumbs up. And we have the peace sign. This is also ceramic. That's going to be $17 as well. There's a few more pillows down here. These are smaller, $20. It's a 12 by 8. And it kind of looks like that looped hook, watch hook, kind of like a rug almost on here. Hocus Pocus with the ghosty. And then the back is like a crushed velvet in the white. And this trick or treat one is going to be the same $20, 12 by $8. And that's what that front looks like. And the back is that crushed velvet in the white. I do like the white and pink checker in the background. I think that's kind of fun. And there's another blanket here. So again, $40, 50 by 60 in that super nice butter soft fabric. And we have the sugar skulls on there and some ghosts here like that. Some little flowers in the orange and the white. Really hard to see what else is on here, but I think those are probably the elements on here. Oh, there's a candy corn. There's a candy corn on there. So that one's kind of cute too. There's also this tray here for $30 in the heart shape, which you could use for Valentine's Day, Halloween, whatever you want to do. I just want to see how many hands up it would be. It's about 2 hands up, and on the widest part about 2.5 across, so maybe like 16 across, 14 high, somewhere in that neighborhood anyway, just to give you an idea. Probably has about a 1-inch lip on the side. It is just kind of particle board on the bottom, and then has like that glossy finish on the top there. So it's not metal or anything like that, but just want to let you know kind of what the best I can what it's made out of. So that is kind of cute, though. I do kind of like that. It's kind of pretty. And you will notice there is a blank spot in this corner up here. I think there's only 2 items that are missing, and those are some neon lights of 2 different types of sugar skulls. So I think those are the only ones that we're missing right now. So when we're back again, hopefully to film the vintage collection, which fingers crossed they put that out next, because that's the one I am dying to see. We'll loop back and look for those pieces as well. But as far as I can tell, we were able to see everything else in this collection. But by chance, if we missed 1 or 2 things, we'll loop back and pick that up next time. Okay, what is this? Disco skeletons, $100 each, $99.99. This skeleton has all of the little mirrors on it for the disco effect. 3 feet tall on this skeleton, covered in the little mirrors, and then the hands and feet have just glitter on them. That is super, super cool. And then this one, it's really hard to tell if it has mirrors. It's not. It's like beading. Can you see that in there? If I can get up really close without all this glare and hold it steady, you can see on the rib cage, it's beading. It's not mirrors. That is so cool. Oh, I really like the black one with the beading. That is neat. Even the hands have the beading on them. You can kind of zoom in a little bit and see that detail. That is super cool. And there's the back spine without the paper on it. You can kind of see that beading a little bit better. Oh my goodness, $100 though for these 3 feet skeletons. That is extremely pricey, but I've never seen anything like this. Have you guys? Let me know in the comments if you have or not. That's awesome. They're also starting to put out some of their candles. We have pumpkin bread in a 17 ounce and a 10 ounce. So the 10 ounce are going to be $5. The 17 ounce are going to be $8. So that's not too bad. Okay, they're going to be the same prices for the other scents. So 5 and 10. We have spiced cranberry, and then this one is going to be toasted cinnamon pumpkin, and this one way down here is going to be apple cinnamon crisp. They also have toasted vanilla. Yeah, toasted vanilla and autumn fog, sweet cider, and the green one is forest hearth. Okay, that one smells too much like Christmas for me. Sweet cider, oh, that is definitely, that smells like a hot cup of apple cider. That smells delicious. Autumn fog, very light scent to it, kind of a clean scent with a musky undertone. And then toasted vanilla. We know what vanilla smells like, and I don't like vanilla, so I'm gonna pass on that one. Pumpkin bread smells like cinnamon to me, not really pumpkin spice. I just get a strong cinnamon scent to it. Cinnamon like the spice. Now the spiced cranberry smells really nice. That smells like a potpourri pot that you simmer on the stove. And this one here, toasted cinnamon pumpkin. Toasted cinnamon pumpkin has more of a pumpkin-y scent to it, which is nice. And what was this one again down here? Apple cinnamon crisp. Oh, that smells like fresh apples that you just cut open. So those are some really cool candles they've got out so far. Remember when I filmed this a couple days ago? Literally, it was 2 days ago that I was here to film this. The pillows were fully stocked, and you guys are selling them out so fast. And at the back of the store, I almost didn't come back this way. They have these little sisal animals all dressed up in costume, $16. We have a little squirrel dressed up as a mummy with his little pumpkin pail there. And we have a dog with a little pink bow and a pink trick-or-treat bag. That's super cute. And then what is this one? Not quite sure what animal that is supposed to be, but it's a little country singer. And this one here, this is going to be a little ballet dancer, I guess. These are all $16. There's also a squirrel dressed as a fireman. We have this little guy dressed up as tomato ketchup. And this one has, was he supposed to be a ninja turtle? He is. He's supposed to be a ninja turtle. Oh my goodness. Stop it. This one is a fast food worker with his hamburger. And this one, oh my gosh. He is a ramen noodle bunny. That is awesome. That is so cool. Are these all really only $16? Yeah, they're all only $16 no matter what costume they're wearing. And then this guy looks like a fox dressed up as French fries. And then what do we have down here? A little dog as an angel. Oh, these are so cute. We have this guy as a bride. Looks like another fox. And then is this yet another fox? I'm not sure, but he is a dinosaur. And this little squirrel is going to be going to the beach in her spooky costume with her inner tube and the witch hats on her summer hat. That is the epitome of summerween right there. I love that one. And that is going to do it for our walkthrough of the Mischief and Magic collection. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it when you do. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hype it if you don't mind. It really does help the channel reach new folks who might be interested in watching this, especially for Halloween. We're going to be hitting all the stores. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And I will see you all in the next one.